Hello and welcome to the Rippling Pages podcast. Come and have a coffee with the world's most interesting writers and me, Liam Bishop. This is some bonus content from my interview with Gurnaik Johal. And Gurnaik Johal was joining me to discuss his novel SARASWATI, which was published by Serpent's Tale. Frauds, politicians, mystics, writers, and the family who own the farm in which the river exists are caught up in trying to determine what return of the Saraswati River means. This, however, is some bonus content where I'm talking to Gurnaik about objects of influence. So I asked Gurnaik to provide me with an object that he associates with the writing of the novel. So let's get into it. And as ever, please follow, share, like, review, subscribe, or simply just tell your friends about the Rippling Pages so that you never miss a coffee with another great writer. Okay, let's get into it. This is Gurnaik Johal on objects of influence. I've asked the writer, in this case Gurnaik, to provide me with an object that represents the writing of the book that we've been talking about. We talk a lot about influences within literature, about craft and books and films, but I wondered if this was a new way into understanding the writer in question and the writing process, perhaps. Not to sentimentalize the process too much, but to get to know you a little bit more as a writer. So, Gurnaik, would you like to explain what it is that you have provided me with?
Yeah. What I'm bringing to our show and tell. So on my desk at home, I have a quite big poster. It's like a German film poster of Buster Keaton's The General. And it's sort of bright orange and purple and sort of shows Keaton riding a steam train as if it was a horse, as if he was riding into battle. Maybe I'm sort of cheating here because it is in a sense me talking about a movie I love. But for me, The General is like maybe a perfect piece of art, as perfect as I can imagine. And I don't know, it being on my desk, looking down at me as I write is vaguely inspiring, I suppose. Because and it sort of, in a sense, maybe reminds me not to take the writing too seriously, as I don't think Buster Keaton would.
Interesting, a perfect piece of art, and I can see it's a big, colourful, and it's sort of propped up on the back of your desk, and it is big and it's colourful.
Yeah.
What is it that inspires you about that particular poster and beyond the film and the film's interesting?
Right.
But what is it that inspires you about? Has it been with you a long time? Is it something that
It
what is
hasn't. It
it?
was a gift to myself. I think must have been when I'd finished the main part of writing.
Okay.
I say that, and then I ended up having to write a lot more. So it wasn't quite a finishing the book gift. But no, I suppose I've been looking at quite a dry white wall for a long time in writing, and a lot of this book was actually written in very depressing places like Pret in London, because I would write before work, and then on my lunch break, and then after work, and at the time I was sort of deepest in the writing. I got one of those free subscriptions, and I would just basically spam the system, so I kept getting free subscriptions. So wherever I was in London, it's a universal rule. There is a Pret around the corner. So anyway, so I was writing this novel in maybe not the most glamorous places. So potentially as a gift to myself, trying to make a bit of a nicer area to work in.
Love
This
that. Thank
poster is
you.
part of that. Yep.
Yeah, and you said it was a perfect work of art. Is it because of its humor? Buster Keaton very famously um, silent movie era, did his own stunts, and is it
Yeah.
is it its humor? Is it?
I think absolutely it's its humor. It's also its forward propulsion. It's always constantly moving at pace forwards. And I think I've written what is essentially quite a labyrinthine novel where we have all these separate sections and we've got these sort of threads interweaving and so on. Um, and it is complicated and it's set around the world and in different time zone, in parts of history and all this sort of stuff as we've been discussing.
Mm.
But I never wanted to lose sight of the forward propulsion that leads a reader through a narrative. So part of that's maybe something I take from the general.
Amazing. Well, I've not seen it, so I'm definitely going to go.
Oh, you'll love it.
Yeah, watch it now.
Yeah.
Oh well, thanks for that, Gurnaik. Yeah, what? I'm just envisioning I could put that on socials, and I could have maybe a clip of you talking, and then a picture of the object if you're okay with that. Or
Okay, cool.
maybe,
Yeah, I can take a nicer picture of it if you want.
well, it don't have to be. Maybe that's the beauty of it. But yeah, thanks for joining me, Gurnaik. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed getting to know your book,
Yeah,
getting to know you. It has been my pleasure. So
it's just honestly very lovely to chat with you, and thanks so much for the. I feel like your questions are really nice and in depth.
thank you.
And
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
I hope the podcast continues to grow. Yeah.